UFC middleweight division fight. Well, I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kick. He doesn't always intend on landing him, but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy.
All right, so here he is at long last making his UFC debut. You hear so much about those famed octagon jitters and nerves. It's something he's gonna have to bottle here tonight. These lights are bright. He doesn't look wide-eyed making the walk here, but there might be an adrenaline dump if you do too much too soon. Nonetheless, the bigger story, this man finally has arrived at his UFC debut. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Abuja, Nigeria, the King! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, making his UFC debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA, King!
All right, here we go and live up to it tonight.
And you learn a lot about these prospects when they're put in positions that they're not normally put in inside of the octagon. You can do them in practice, but there's a big difference when you experience it inside the UFC.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses.
He's gonna start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. Yeah, notice he just took the body triangle, readjusted a lot, and now it looks like he's got it. He got it. He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 36 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, King!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is, one of the best boxers on this UFC roster, and if this fight was to be contested under the Marquess of Queensberry rules, it would be no contest, but we got an MMA fight here tonight.
We would be talking about a one-round fight because there are no fighters in the UFC that can compete with this guy in that one form of combat. Such a great jab, the head movement. It's never on a line. He's constantly going left to right, right to left. It's like a triangle. He's moving. You can never see a stationary target in his approach. And what I truly love about him is his ability to really dig that left body shot to try and find the liver to end fights. We don't see knockouts like that very often. This man has done this a number of times in the UFC.
The sweet science. Some people think boxing is simple. Well, he's one of the more accomplished strikers in this division. Sprawl and brawl, whatever you want to say, he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
It does not matter how he accomplishes it. All he wants to do is be on his feet and at range, hitting you with the beautiful jab, staying away from the grappling exchanges. You don't accomplish all the things that this man has accomplished over the course of his career without understanding distance. He has great distance management, which then in turn allows him to land all these beautiful, diverse kicks, spinning back kick, jumping high kick, so many things he possesses that he will try to use tonight in this fight.
Yeah, if this turns into a kickboxing match tonight, most people believe, yeah, his opponent is in a world of trouble. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. 3 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 20 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. The Doctor. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 6 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, King.
All right, here we go with, well, no, and potentially a critical takedown here. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts.
He's gonna start looking to try to attack a rear naked choke, and that's exactly what he's doing.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
Oh, and he pins the arm down, and that is it. So the tap comes shortly thereafter.
He got the arm straight, right? The moment he was able to break the lock, John, his opponent was in trouble. Hip pressure up, opponent had to tap.
And he tapped, and he lives to fight another day, but a huge win for his opponent by submission tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 30 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, King!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man, but as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. All right, so we get another look at this high-level wrestler here tonight, DC. When it comes to the grappling, the wrestling, fighting this guy makes for a really hard night at the office.
It makes for a hard night because the moment he gets close to you, it's like a fly stuck in flypaper. He sticks to you like glue. He moves from position to position seamlessly. He possesses great takedowns from the clinch, from a nice inside trip to a bear hug or a throw. He's just one of those guys that the moment he comes into contact with you, a lifetime of wrestling has shown him an amazing ability to get you to the floor.
Yeah, all of that one-on-one competition, as you mentioned, great in transition, big spot, needless. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. And now with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 8 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA, King. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 17 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California.
All right, ready to go. This is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a set of punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying. That'll do it! That is it. Gentlemen, crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So,
ladies and gentlemen, referee QnlyKing called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 37 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, King!
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. No denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's gonna try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man, but as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact,
right,
now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish.
Right.
Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and reach.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 10 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA, King! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Hamzat Chimaev!
So on the strength of a big win, vertical takedown here.
Now the guy's got armbar, he's attacking it on it. An attacking armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And this might just be a matter of time. There it is, so he taps out due to the arm bar tonight. High-level grappling there.
I mean, he had to tap. If he did not tap, this man is not opposed to snapping his arm.
Right.
Sometimes it's better to live to fight another day, but hats off to this fighter on a great submission victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, King!
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Oh, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive these into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxing, the high level.
Yeah, well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the feet.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right now.
Anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 11 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, King. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 22 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Big Train.
All right, here we go with... Oh, straight right. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground. Looks like maybe he's trying to get an arm underneath the chin.
He's side to side, trying to get a bulldog choke. Oh! You don't see this very often. Most times it happens at a family barbecue. The only time we...
And this might just be a matter of time. And now he taps.
The last time I saw a bulldog choke was at a family barbecue, and somebody grabbed one of the younger kids and stood side to side and choked them. You don't do this in a high-level martial arts fight, but this man just did exactly that.
Barbecue in Louisiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, King!
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired.